Good day, everyone. This is XV88 Mars. Today, we're just going to be talking about why I made the choice of keeping my kids at home for homeschooling, not district learning, but homeschooling. It was an article that came out with a parent that basically traveled somewhere and they wanted to keep their child home because the child might have COVID-19, and they didn't want to have their child to go and back to school. They just wanted to keep the child home for like a week or two, and basically not to affect every other child that's there. They was denied because instead they got a note stating that if the child was absent, it will affect the rating and numbers of the school. And to me, that's not right as well, because this is your child and they just don't want to affect other people, kids. And to me, they have a choice to make that right. So that's one reason I made the decision as well. And then, second, if you look at the news and everything and how everything is going, it's unorganized. Schools unorganized. People still got masks, and it's still not working out. All right. So everyone have their own choice if they want the shot, but at the same time, when you sending your child or yourself any workplace or school, you got to think that you might be infecting someone. Okay, so realize that. All right. So when you working, if you don't want the shot, that's on you, right? So if you get COVID-19, that's you risking your life. All right, and you can be affected with the shot, or you don't have to be affected. So it's like this. It is what it is. But at the same time, don't jeopardize nobody else's life. So that's why it's unorganized, okay? I'm gonna leave this article on the bottom, and you can read it and let me know what you think about it as well. When you traveling and being exposed to other people who has COVID or don't have COVID, it's always passing, okay? Same thing like sexual diseases, right? It's always passing. So when you going back to school, when the school don't have a set rule and you just got a plastic thing around your child that's like in jail, person got a mask there, it's unorganized, okay? People still have to go to lunch. People still got to stand in line. Kids, we already know kids are dirty, right? Adults are dirty, right? So when your child is sneezing and rubbing and doing anything in your head, you're like, that's a child. But at the same time, you don't know where that child has been and their parents have been. So now they bring in the virus in other people's homes. So that's why it spread. And this is why I made the decision not to do that, because people are just nasty, point blank. Kids are nasty, point blank. All right. So I fought the state government. I fought the government because it's unorganized. Whatever city you in, just look at it. All right. When you have a large population, especially going in school, everyone is being contact with something. Okay. I remember when I was a child and I got the chicken pox. Okay. And that came from a parent basically not taking care of their kid to find out what's going on. And to me, as being a father, all right, a real father, I'm not going to do that. All right. I was watching on the news. I saw a parent's like, he couldn't wait for the schools can open because he couldn't teach basic math. That's not my fault. That's your fault. Okay. And if you can't do basic math and be a father with your child, why are you having kids for? So now you sending your child to the schools to infect other kids as well. Okay, so that's why a reason I took my kids. Third reason, my mother just died this year for COVID-19. The vaccine wasn't out or nothing. So that's a third reason. And I'm not going to jeopardize my life, my child life, or no one. All right. And if you want to send your kids to school, that's you. If you do want to get the shot, that's you. Ain't nobody forcing you. Okay. But at the same time, you got to be responsible. All right. For your actions, for whatever you do. It's the same thing when you do a crime. You know, whatever you do, you're gonna end up in jail or dead. And it's the same thing that's going on right now. But people don't want to open their eyes up. They don't want to face reality that this shit is going on. All right. So in life, as a parent, I made the decision to do that. All right. So I do go out. I do different things. I had my COVID-19 shot as well. But at the same time, I still can be putting my child in risk by going out, catching COVID, bringing it home. All right. So that's another reason as well. All right. So if you have a family member who's a doctor or anything, a nurse, it still can have that risk. But at the same time, you cutting down the risk of your child going to school. Most people catch different stuff like this when they go and be exposed. Okay, when you're being exposed, nobody not telling nobody to stop eating, going to restaurants or nothing like that. All right, so this is the reason why I chose homeschooling. So I just want to put that out there. So I'm gonna leave the link for you you can check it out. Let me know how you feel about that, and just respond on that. But like I said, every state have its own law. All right, so always keep that in mind. Every state is doing different things. It's not the same thing that's going around the country. Even though we have a government, different rules is going on. So just make sure you go ahead and check that out. All right, have a good day, everybody.